So yeah, about a week ago, a bit under a week ago, whatever, I posted a image that's basically this. You're seeing it here, a map of Caveman Land onto here. It's another world building project I'm working on. Actually, it's more of a political satire comic, but whatever it is. Regardless, here it is, and in this video I'm gonna take you through the world. This is completely unscripted, so expect my incoherent voice. So yeah, down here, if you can see just below that volcano, there's an area there's Caveman Town, might change the name there. Basically, like New York City, like economic capital of this fictional world. It's where the characters actually live, and down here is this little desert town, more like cultural capital of the fictional world. Big sandstone buildings, big imposing things, big sports tournaments, big all art stuff, all that. Some random town here. There's a fishing village / port town, which is also how we reach an island I've called Hateg Island after the actual Hateg Island, which had pygmy dinosaurs on it. And like the real island, it has tiny dinosaurs on it as opposed to the bigger dinosaurs found on the mainland. Then here's another island where one finds flowers that make stuff grow rapidly. And then, moving back onto the mainland, you can see Caveman Town is nestled in mountains, and to the south of that there's a desert, and to the north of it there's a jungle. These two biomes are very hard to traverse, and this one is very desolate. So this makes them hard to get through, which means there's a cultural divide between the east and the west of Caveman Land. But here in the east there is a town near a volcano, kind of like a cult town basically. Here's another semi-major town. Then here's the Everport town, which connects to this island, which has good stuff on it. And this island, Glacier Island, it's a island in the far south that's really icy and cold and all that. And if I broaden out, you may notice that both the sea towns are on opposite sides of the map. This is purposely done because in this world there are no forms of government beyond the local city settlement government, basically because it's primitive. But anyway, there are militias that stop there from being port towns too close because the east and the west sides of Caveman Land are bigoted against each other. And up here to the northwest, there's another island I've yet to name, and on this island, as opposed to regular caveman, instead there is lizard people, and a few hundred years ago, some cavemen did sail over and kidnap a couple of them and enslave them. That has now come to an end, albeit there is still, in most places, you do still get legal discrimination against the lizard people, and they are still discriminated against by, dinosauroid is what I called them, as in, in reference to dinosauroid, to the dinosauroid, as in the thing from the newspaper or comic from the 80s. But yeah, I forgot to draw it, but there's also a town in the jungle. You can see it here, I just noticed. But yeah, the dinosauroids are kind of a big part of the storytelling. So, they're a big part of a lot of political stuff, political messaging in it. But yeah, if I broaden out, I have a pretty decent map here. In the original map I posted, there was a little peninsula down here that was originally supposed to look like ancient Greece, supposed to be an ancient civilization place of some kind. But then I realized it didn't really fit into my world building, so I cut it and got rid of the peninsula, especially since it added too much complexity to the landscape and for my purposes. As well as Caveman Land's also a fairly big place, it's not that big of a place, smaller than a subcontinent, but it's bigger than some random European country, think 4 Switzerlands put together. Actually, no, maybe, I don't know, 4 UKs, 4 Switzerlands, 4 Georgias, I don't know. I'm frankly not sure as to exactly how big it is. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So I'll get more into this comic later on. I'm slowly developing it, still on the back burner relative to M again. Look, I finished making the assets for the next episode. Hey. But yeah. So, see you another time.